Hello my friends and welcome back. In the previous tutorial we took our three-dimensional cube and wrote all the formulas, replaced all the cell formulas and many cells with just two user-defined formulas, and we wrote them in VBA. I'm going to open it, Developer, Visual Basic, and again they need to be written in a module. Okay, so you saw how I managed to do this fairly neatly. I divided the macro into various sections, one called scale, one offset. Then I converted the angles from degree in radians using simple formulas. These are radians of a number in degree doesn't exist in VBA, so we had to use the word application dot radians. In this way we can use in VBA functions that don't exist in VBA, exist only as cell in the worksheet functions rather than user-defined functions. What I did in the meanwhile, I'm not going to spend much time on this one. I copied this sheet 2 into sheet 2A, and I copied the code in module 1 in module 2 and created two new functions, which are, instead of u1, before they were called u1, let me go back to module 1, they were called u1 and v1. Now I call them in module 2 u2 and v2. And the only difference really is that if you go to the original v1 and u1 and v1, you see these formulas here, and I'm trying to save some space and some effort, and I created some user-defined function, so sub functions, functions, user-defined functions that will be used in the main user-defined functions. And if you look here, these are the rotation formulas, and always when you rotate something around a certain axis, you write these two formulas for the other two axes. Okay, so the axis around which you rotate, it doesn't change. That coordinate doesn't change when you rotate again around that axis. What changes is only the other two coordinates. So in this case I created, let me go to module 2. I created one called function, so user-defined function, UDF. One called rotation X for this formula right here, you see this one. And one called rotation, let me see, and one called rotation Y. And both these functions have three arguments. Two are just x and y, coordinates, and so linear coordinates, and one is an angle. It's going to be included here, you can look at it. Essentially I replace these formulas here with a sub user-defined function, okay, which is rotation X, rotation Y. You can see here in the U2 and V2 right here. Now I'm not going to talk about this, but you need to be careful. If you convert, you can convert the angle in radians inside the sub-functions, but you need to be careful, because if you do this, you apply them both one after the other, and the first one will turn the angle in radians, and the other one will also turn the same angle again from radian into radian. So you get some kind of not error. You don't get flagged with an error, but your model will not work properly. This being said, then I did this 3D house Prelim. Prelim stands for preliminary. So I did this before I created a tutorial. Make sure everything is okay. So this house has a body, the green one, a roof, a window, and a door. and it uses a parametric system. So that's very important. I'm trying to render this idea to you that oftentimes you need to use parameters. So if you have to scale it, to change it into something different in a systematic and neat way, that you don't lose track of what you're doing. You don't just type in numbers here, okay, in XYZ cells here. You create certain parameters, like in this case, you see house length, house width. So let me open this PowerPoint. So this is our house, is the house here. You can see I can rotate it. I can translate it. I can scale it. Let me go to 1. To 1, okay. Let me see. Let me remove that z offset. Actually, let's leave a z offset of -1. It puts it better in the center of the chart. What I did here, I created a body from what are these 8 points, but some of them are repeated. Okay, so the body is here highlighted in red. So, and in order to write this, I go from point A to B to C. I follow the arrow, follow the red arrows. So A, B, you see A, B, C, D, A. Maybe there's an error here. An omission. So A, B, C, D, then go back to A, then go up to E, F, G, H, and then go back to E. So you can see it here. Then I had to connect three more pairs of points, BF, you see BF, CG, and DH, and that creates the body of the house. And if I go to the next page, I explain here the system of coordinates is like this. The x-axis is horizontal. So what I see here is the screen, and behind the screen is a 3D scene, okay? And the y-axis goes in and out, so it's perpendicular on the screen. The z-axis is vertical. Z always is vertical in my models because I say z is either height or depth, so it's vertical. And I created parameters, okay? I parameterize the house, and also I use the named ranges, okay? So let me show you. If you go here, you see HL means house length. House length is, you see this guy, from B to C or from A to D, this house length. The house will be centered, so from the center to A on the x-axis is minus house length over 2. So from this y-axis here along the x-axis, the coordinate is plus house length over 2. So A, and also the width of the house is here, between A and B is the width, and the height of the house is between C and G, or between B and F, is the vertical part. So if you look at point A is, from the point of view of x coordinate, is what? Minus house length over 2, okay? What is the y coordinate? Is house width over 2 with plus. Then if you go to point B, the x coordinate is the same, okay, because the x coordinate is a horizontal, is minus house length over 2, but the y coordinate is minus house width over 2 instead of plus. And you can verify all these things, how they are, okay? And then I show you the roof is here, and I created a roof out of 2 lines, 2, let's say, geometrical paths. So one is A, B, C, D, A back, and then E, F, D. So this is it, okay? And then the other path is the BEFC. And again, here I use the notation RL roof length, RW roof width, RH roof height, and RR roof ridge. And if we go back here again, HL house length, HW house width, HH house height. Okay, and you can verify for yourself that these are the coordinates. And for the width, for the window and the door, I use the door width DW, door height do DH, window width WW, and window height WH. There are also three more coordinates: the X coordinate for the window, so WCX, so window coordinate X, DCX, door coordinate X, and also WCY, window coordinate Y. Okay, this is an error here. It's not Y, it's Z. Z. Okay, because Y goes in and out from this plane. It's perpendicular on the plane. So the width of the house, or the width of the roof, is parallel to the Y axis. So in order to create this, I'm gonna go here and just copy this, move or copy. So this is a cube, the original cube with user-defined functions, and move it to the end. Let's call this 3D house, just 3D house without the prelim. Okay, and you can see everything works. Okay, trust me. I mean, I don't want to spend more time, but from here, let's call this body. Okay, and I'm gonna go here so we can save some time. Okay, just copy this. These are the parameters. Okay, so Control C. This is E, cell E. I mean column E. So we go to the next, and here Control V. And in column, let me see, in column H, Control C, and come here in, is it column H? Let me see. Yeah, maybe I should use G. I think it's better. Save some space. So go here, and let's let me see, house length. Okay, you guys can do a little bit of reading about named ranges. So a range, this is a range. Okay, this is a range. A cell is a range. We can go here and say house length HL. I'm sorry, no, not there. You highlight the cell or the range and name it. So here, HL. Okay, hit return. So, oops. Well, you know what? Because we already have these names, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to delete the worksheet. So let me see, let me copy this chart. I like the colors. Okay, so in order to save some time, I'm gonna delete this and paste the chart here, and then I'm gonna just completely delete this. You want to continue? Yeah. Okay, so we delete it. So now I think I can use house length HL. Okay, you see? So now I highlighted this cell. I go here and I type HL. It means house length. It named the range. So I can use these names here in the cells rather than, let me delete this. Okay, so you can read a little bit what are named ranges. House width, HW, okay, not there, right here. So house width, okay. What else? So house length, house width, house height, HH, okay. Now window. Let's call this not window length. That's what I called it in the previous model. Window height. Window width is okay. Window coordinate X. Let me see. Yeah, it's okay. Window coordinates Y X window. Then door width, door height, door coordinate X. Roof overhang. I use roof overhang. Let's call this roof width. See, we had a fire, we lost our house, so I used some software and I designed my own house. So there's something important, is roof overhang, so that's why I use it. But it's better for you to not to get entangled with those notions. So let me see. So roof width, roof height, roof ridge. Okay. So these are named already. Let's name this WH. Not there. I'm sorry. I always forget. So right here. WH. Okay. Heat return. Then what is this? WW. Window width. What is this? WCX. Okay. And W not there. WCZ. Okay, door width. DW not there again. What am I doing? DW. So I'm naming these ranges. This is nicer in the formulas. This is just a neater way to go. I usually don't do it when I do it for myself, but I'm teaching you this because it's better. It's a better practice. So DW, DH, door height. What else? DCX. Okay. Okay. RW here, roof width. Not there. Okay, roof width, roof height, RH, and roof ridge. Okay, RR. So we have it all. Now, point A. If we look here at the house here, point A. No, wait. Where is this? Here. You can always compare with this image, you know, print screen, stop the video, print screen, and use this image as a reference. But I like to go straight on the worksheet and not look there to get a better practice, you know. So what are the coordinates of the point A? And I can go here and save the screen, go here and paste it, okay, and I can crop it. So cut, I'm trying to save some memory, so I cut it and then I paste special picture. It's much lighter in terms of size, okay, bytes. So we go A. Let's look at these points. Which one have negative x coordinate? So the x coordinate runs horizontally. So A, B, EF. So how much they have? They have minus house length, so is equal to minus house length over 2. Okay, so another thing I want to take from the, yeah, let's put house length 4. Yeah, 4. So AB, Control C, Control V, EF. Okay, so E, Control V, Control V. They have the same X coordinate. How about C? It has the same thing but it's positive. So let's put Control V and remove this minus here. And then Control C, Control V. So C, D, G, H. Control V, Control V. Okay. Let's copy this. C. Because A the same. Let me see. E. E. Control C and Control V. Now Z. Z. A, B, C, D have a Z of 0. So coordinate Z runs vertical. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And then here, the rest are HH, house height. So this is equal to HH, heat return. Let's put house height 2, okay? No, I'm sorry, house height, yeah, leave the width 2, house height is 2, that's fine. So Control C, Control V here, okay? And Y, let's look at Y. AEHD, AEHD has a Y of house width over 2 with plus. So this is equal to house width over 2, okay? And Control C, A, B, C, D, A, okay. No, I'm sorry. A, D, A, D, H, E. A again. And B, C, G, F have the same thing but with minus. Okay? So don't forget, you see the system of coordinates. So X is runs horizontally, Z vertically, Y is perpendicular on the screen or on the screen plane, yes. So BC, BC, GF, so Control C, Control V. Yeah, I need to look again. So let me see. So A, E, H, D, A, E plus H and D plus. How about E? Yeah, E is, yes. And the rest, Control C, Control V, Control V. Select data, let's remove them all, add a series called body, house body, and pick up the X from here and the Y from here. So what did we get? Oh, we forgot, is correct, we just, the house is kind of small, so let's get closer to, let's get farther from the screen, so then it looks bigger. Why? Because when we get farther from the screen, we can see a smaller area, so we can see a smaller area of the image. And in real life, when you get farther from the screen becomes smaller, but when you look at this chart, the chart doesn't become smaller if you go farther. So distance from eye to screen, let's make it 9. Okay, let's make it 12. Okay, and house length. Do we need this? We can leave it there. It's okay. So house length, format, axis. Let's go from -3 to 3. Let's go here from what? -1 to 3. That's good. So let's now make it green, a nice fruity green. 3 units thick. Actually, yeah, 3 units is probably okay. Let's add BF, okay, so this B, Control C, Control V. How about F? Control C. Actually, let's do this. Control C, Control V, and extend the range right here for the body. Okay. Let me see, that's something funny here. So B, yeah. So this is 0. So B, C, okay, Control C, Control V, F. Okay, good. So C, Control C, let me see, Control V, G. Okay, so we have that. Now D, right here, Control C, Control V, F, no, H, I'm sorry, Control C, Control V, okay, good. So now let's make the roof. So roof. So roof. Let's name this X. Actually, we know it's already X, Y, Z. So for the roof, I'm gonna go. Let me see, right here. Actually, I'm going to remember A, B, C, D. Okay, so let's see. A, B, C, D, and then A. And then we go up the roof right here to point E, F, and then D, E, F, D. E, F, D. Okay, and we have another one, another path we need to follow, we need to build it. It's called BEFC, BEFC. So you see, BEFC, BEFC. So A, what is A? Actually, we can copy this, okay, right here. This, Control C. because it's the same, we describe the same rectangle, except instead of HL we use roof RL. So RL over 2. Okay, roof length. Let me see. Roof width, roof. Actually, we call it width. Okay, let me see. Roof width, roof range. With roof length, okay, roof length. So we rename this range RL. So roof length, and let's make it house length is 4. Let's make this 5. Okay, house width is 2. Let's make it 2 plus 1, so 3. We can actually say this is equal to house length plus, let's make it 1.2 times house length. Okay, and this is equal to I don't like it. Let's add uniformly an overhang all around the house. So this is equal to house length plus 1. Then here this is equal to house width plus 1. Let's make the house a little bit fatter. House width is too narrow. Okay, so now roof height, let's make it 2. Okay, and roof ridge, like make it 2. We can change it later. So here RW, so we change house length, so H, anything that is H we change it into R. Roof length, let me see, yeah, roof length, okay. You can always follow this, you know. Since I did it quite a few times, for me it's easy now to just I have it in the memory. I have an image of this. So okay, here what else? House width. So is roof width. Okay, roof width, roof, and roof. And here this will be, the roof will start at the height of the house, so house height here. So this is equal to house height. Good. And then let's copy this, Control C, and paste it here, Control V. Now here we go, BEFC. Okay, so actually we didn't consider the E, which is gonna be the X of the point E will be minus, so this is equal to minus roof ridge. You see, roof ridge over 2. The Y is 0 because it's centered, and the Z is equal to house height plus roof height. Okay, now F is the same as here, except the X will be, instead of minus roof ridge over 2 plus roof ridge over 2, okay? And D is equal to D, which is this one. Control C. Let's pick up the whole thing. Control C, Control V. And select data, add one called roof, okay? Roof, not roof. X series, we take it from here. Y series, you need to delete that. If you just write on top, there's a bug in Microsoft Excel. So this one, okay? Alright, so let's see. Do we have it? No, we don't. It's kind of funny. We have it. The only problem is format axis maximum. Let's make it 4, okay? And there's a little problem. Let me see here. So here is not roof width over 2, is roof length over 2, okay? Okay. I think that's okay. Let me see. Okay, there's a problem here. This 4, 4, 0, 0. Here it should be a 0. Okay, yeah. Because the ridge is centered around over the y coordinate is 0. So let's make the roof red and the thickness 3. Okay, that's good. Let's now add this. So B, Control C, Control V, B, E, F, D. And also copy this and paste it here. And pick up the roof data from this area. You see I left an empty space here. And now we have the roof. There's a little problem. Let me see. B, so A, B, C. Well, C. I'm comparing this. Minus 2. Okay, B, E, F. E, F. E, F, they look good, okay. That is the ridge here. But then you go to point A, B, C, C. There's some problem with point C. Yeah, okay, you see this minus 2, Control C here. Okay, so now we have the roof. Let's now build the door, okay? Door width, let's make it 0.7. Door height, let's make it, the house height is 2, so 1.5. Door coordinate X, let's make it part of, function of the length of the house. So the length is like this, the width is like this. You can, maybe you don't like it, you can change the names, but I started with this because usually the length is the longer one and the width is narrower. So let's make it This is equal to house length divided by 4. Let's see how it goes. So in order to build a door, I did not show here, but let's start at this point right here. Let's not put it on the ground. Let's put it a little bit higher than the ground. All the y coordinates are minus house width over 2. Okay, for the door. So call this door A, B, C, D, A. Okay. Oh man, what the... So A, B, C, D, A. And I just label it in my mind. So A is here, B, C, D. And back to A, B, C, D. We go in a circle like this. So A, what is A? A is, the x of A is door width, let me see, door width, dw, dh height, dcx. Okay, so this is equal to dcx, the coordinate, minus door width over 2. Okay, then in B, so if you start A here, B has the same x coordinate. Okay, so let's now actually the y. What is y for all of them? Y is equal to minus house width over 2, and then copy it down, because y is the same for all these points. It belongs to the front face of the house. That's why. Z, okay, z here, let's make it is equal to 0.05, very little, 5% of times door height. Okay, B is a door height, so it's equal to door height. Okay, here we copy this, so A and B will have the same x coordinate. Then C, copy here, but instead of minus put plus. Okay, plus. D the same, and here minus again. Okay, Z, this, then you can think about this. I already did it, so for me it's easy to fill this out. So Control C, Control V, and source data. Wait a minute, let me see. Select data. In the old Excel is source data, but okay, so add one called door. Door should be brown. Okay, you need to delete this. Okay, the door from here, the y, the x values from here, and here we have the door. I would make the door a little bit higher. Okay, so door height, let's make the door height is equal to 0.8 times house height. Okay, we work in a parametric way, much better. 0.85. I think it should be higher. I don't like low doors. Make it brown. More colors, standard colors. like that. Okay, and this is the door. Let's make now the window. Copy this, okay? Why? Because it's just another square or whatever, rectangle. Control V. So A, B, C, D, A. And instead of, let me see, instead of DCX, the door coordinate, let's call it window coordinate minus window width over 2, okay? So the window, oh, we didn't put anything at the window. So window height, let's make it is equal to, let's take the door height, 0.4 door height. Window width, let's make it is equal to 0.2 times house length. Window coordinate X, let's make it minus, equal to minus house length divided by 4 for now, okay, for now. Window coordinate Z, let's make it, I have an idea, let's put the top of the window at the top of the door, okay? So window coordinate is equal to door height minus the window height divided by 2. So this is okay. So now, okay, minus, okay. B, so A, B, so window, okay. Now here, we change the D into W, so door into window, okay. But it's the same principle. You have A, B, C, D, E. Same here, window, window, and window, and window. Now, let me see here. Door, let's change this to this is equal to window coordinate Y, okay, minus window height divided by 2 window coordinate Y. Do we have this? Doesn't seem to exist. Window coordinate, no, we don't have it. We have Z. Okay, so window coordinate Z, copy here, plus, okay, then the other one's the same. Here is minus, and the same plus. Okay, so source, select data, add one, call window, X series from here and Y series from here. Do we have it? No. So let me see. A, B, C, D. Now there's a problem with D, so okay, the Z coordinate here. Okay, so we have it. Let's make this blue, beautiful blue, this light blue. Make it 3. Okay. And let's add a separator. Okay, so let's call this A, B, C, D, E, F. This is horizontal separator. So horizontal separator, the X is gonna be the X is gonna be the X of A. Let's say this one. Control C. So A, B, C, and the X for the F will be Control C, Control V here. So this is equal to window coordinate Z. Window coordinate Z. Let me see. And the window belongs to the front of the house, so the Y is the same. Copy these, paste them here, click on the window and extend the range here. Okay, so we have a horizontal separator. Let's make a vertical separator. EF, GH. So G, let me see. The X of G will be is equal to the X of okay, this is equal to window coordinate X. Same for the H, because this is a vertical separator. They have the same X. The Y is the same as everything else on this face. And the Z, this is equal to is Z of let me see, A, B, Control C, Control C, Control V. So because I did it, oh, let me see. It's kind of easy. You need to spend some time, you know, don't expect to. It's basic, very basic, but that's what it is. Since I did it quite a few times, I don't want to waste more time. But we have the house, we have the window, the door. We can scale it. Okay. We can rotate it vertically. Let's make it a little bit smaller. We can translate it, rotate it around the y-axis. Okay, rotate it around the z-axis. Okay. And I will show you a few more tricks, but for now let's close this. Let's finish up. This being said, I will see you in the next tutorial. In the next tutorial we can play a little bit with these settings and also start making a ground plane like in the roller coaster, because eventually this will be a roller coaster. And we can also make some trees, and also we can move around the house, fly around the house with an imaginary aircraft. This will be a very good exercise for the roller coaster. So this being said, the link for the file will be in the description, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.